girl. My girl Kimmy be on it. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you. So I didn't know it wasn't audio. So I'm not gonna start over because y'all saw the names, and I'll get to that part when I recognize those guys again. Hey, Moncherry Wedding and Event. That sounds so familiar. Styled by Mona Lisa. That sounds familiar. Uh, guys, my kitten is gonna keep pulling his cord, so he might yank my phone down. So if he yank it down, I really advise y'all to come over to YouTube because I ain't gonna be able to pick it back up. Because once I get into the flow of things, if you know me, you know I'll be gone. I ain't gonna be able to come over here and pick up a phone. Okay, so come over there on YouTube and type in the Posh Academy and join us over here so I can see your. Okay, there you go. Eccentric Events ATL. I know that's not Tina. Tell me who you are again. So I gotta remember the names. So again, guys, I want to welcome you to the weekly Poshcast with your girl Precious Stevens. Who it is? What's the topic? Y'all gotta tell me your name. What's the topic, Queen? So the topic, y'all, tonight, we're gonna talk about all that I've been doing. At the end of the day, when you get to your financial goals, like we pretty much this month, it's really been talking about the money, talking about setting financial goals, realizing how much you need in your business, how much you want to make, what you need the money for. But now we're going to talk about, and this is really to help y'all dream, y'all. This is why I get excited, because this is like what I've been doing since September. It's like once you kind of made it to that point, it's not like I made it, woo-ha. But once you made it to that threshold, to that point, what do you do then? What does life look like at that point, right? And the whole purpose of this, because some of you guys, people be shoving so much down you guys' throat, and sometimes it sounds unrealistic, but it's so funny because we're about to do a 5-day challenge, right? And I've done this. My first time doing this challenge was 3 years ago. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, I did a challenge called 4 Weeks to Freedom. So we was about to rebrand it and do all this stuff. And I said, you want to know what? I'm not. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to show up live and deliver what I deliver. But when you see that this is the same exact challenge, and that year, I still helped maybe about 5 people create courses, right? And they're still teaching to this day. It was like 100 and something people in the challenge. Can you imagine if I told y'all then what you could make just by generating passive income if you listen? Because some of y'all was in the challenge, and I know some of y'all was in the challenge. If you listen then, where you would be today. That's all I'm saying. If you listen then, where would you be today? Wait a minute, is it still no sound? It gotta be sound. You guys give me a 1 in the comments if I have sound. There's no way I was doing all that talking and I ain't got no sound. I might as well go over here on that's weird. I might as well go over here on IG. Thank you. Okay. I was ready to say, I know I ain't say all that. And I ain't got no script. I'm just running. Okay, cool. So guys, my whole thing is we're about to go into this 5-day challenge, right? I first did this challenge three years ago. And it was funny because, like I said, I've helped, it was 5 or 6, I can't really remember. But it was a lot of people in the challenge. And those particular ladies, I actually helped them create a course. I helped them create their program. They still teaching to this day. And it was so many people in it. And I'm like, if y'all just listen and just follow suit. That was my first year. That probably was my second year of creating courses. But the reason I developed that program is because I had so much success from my first $47 digital course. I mean, and I still sell that same course today. Like people still buy that course today. And it's just like, people see what you have going on, or they see your level of success or whatever it is, and they aspire to that, but they don't want to do the work. And I'm telling you guys, most of the things that got me to where I'm at today is the less labor intensive stuff. I'm trying to tell you. The stuff that's why you see me, I gave up a lot. It's too much work. I say, I don't have to work that hard. I've already proven that formula. I don't have to work that hard to make this amount of dollars to live this kind of lifestyle. And that is why now I'm operating from a place of more transparency. I got into I just don't have nothing to do. I don't know. I'm doing household projects. I don't know. I'm just living life. And I want you guys to realize I talk to so many of you guys, especially on Tuesdays, my coaching day. The things that you want, I'm like, it's right at your fingertips. It's right at your fingertips. Look at Kim. I'm trying to tell, and this is not even the course. So the whole thing is the challenge is free. You know, I always got to give you guys value. I always going to give value because I want you to see what you're going to get in the end turn. Many people that you guys listen to, that you guys are inspired by, they are no longer doing the thing that they teaching you to do. Why y'all think I switched? I say I cannot sit here and sell this dream that I'm living, right? A lot of people like, oh, that's goals. It may be goals for you guys, but my goals is I'm watching somebody else, right? I'm like, oh, that's goals. But I got to raise it up a little bit. I got to do some other stuff, meaning I got to free up a lot of my time so that I can enjoy it. How am I able to do that? I got to develop passive streams of income. So that's why I sit here and you guys see me pivot and you guys see me change. It's because my dreams and my goals and my aspirations get bigger. And I cannot be slaving and running around doing classes and selling things in the warehouse. I can't do all that. I don't like it. However, if you're trying to get to that level I was at, let's just say 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was, I could teach you how to do that. But I did it through passive streams of income. I still was very active in my business, but if you guys that have been with me, y'all saw every year I changed my business model. 1 year it was all services, right? Then I introduced products, right? And I did the 70-30. I wanted to do more products and then less services because I like my time. Then I did it just became less and less services, right? I stopped coaching altogether. I ain't like it. I ain't enjoy it. People don't want to do the work. So I'm like, okay, I don't have to work this hard. And I want you guys to understand that it's the same exact thing. And you have the same exact ability. You want to know why? Because I did it with my natural born gifts. Nobody taught me anything that I give out. I give value from my experience. I'm not going and, I don't know, taking this course and buying other people's courses and regurgitating it and selling it to you. I don't do that. It's like, oh, this is what they have a problem with. I experienced that. Okay, let me show them how I got out of it. Because I got out of a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I got out of a lot of stuff. And my thing is, I want you guys to not be scared. Some of you guys are married to the thing just because you spent so much time or so much money. So, yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it's comfort in the pivot. It's comfort in the pivot. Sometimes you got to understand, you got to know when it's ready. It's time to let that thing go or open up another lane that's going to make that thing easier. When I opened up my other streams of incomes, I didn't know what it was. I just opened up streams based on what people needed and what I enjoyed, right? I was like, oh, I like doing this. Oh, let's turn it into a business. So I got addicted to that because it's like everything I touched was like, oh, wow, that was easy. Okay, so now it's like I was being a kid all over again, right? The things I wanted to do growing up or the things I wanted to do in my young adulthood that I couldn't do, I just went on here and did it because I had to get it out of my system. And then when I got all of those things out of my system, now it's time to pause, be still. Y'all think I've been playing. I've been still since September. It wasn't supposed to last that long. It was It wasn't supposed to last that long. It was supposed to end in January, but however, it didn't. My journey was not completed. Guys, when I tell you guys the 8 days I spent in Tulum last week, I can't explain to you what it did to me, what it did to my spirituality, what it did to my system, what it did to my plan, what it did to, it was what I needed. Not only that, normally when I go on vacation, I was talking to another young lady yesterday, and it was so funny because I saw me in her. And she was like, you know, when I go on vacation, I work. Baby, I don't think since I had a business, I went on vacation ever and did what I did last week. I never did. I always had a laptop. And it was funny because I was going through pictures and I could just I see my growth and I see my journey, but I also see where I never stopped. I never really reflected on what was happening and what I wanted to do. This time I did. I said, as soon as I wasn't even on the plane. We got to El Condo and I was reading the article. That was my little morning routine. And the article was reflective on you don't really enjoy life until you really get out of social media. I'm like, that makes a lot of dang sense. So I went on here. I just took everything off my phone. I was like, I don't even want access to it. I want to be forced to really engulf what's happening. And then I really want to be forced to internalize where I am in life and where I'm trying to go and what it's going to take for me to get there. Now, I thought I've been doing that all this year, but I wasn't. I ain't gonna lie. I was really getting my time back, the time I lost. The time I lost being in the hustle and the struggle and the bustle. And I was just like, forget that. Like I bought this house and I never even made it a home. So I was spending time making my house a home. And I was like, I never really played in the, I was just doing things because I had the time to do it. And I know I was not in the moment where my business was running my life. That has not happened since I've been in business, period. And I've been in business realistically since 2016. It always was on the grind, on the grind, on the grind. And it's crazy because, guys, I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy because that has been my whole life. My cousin posted like a picture, and I posted it on my wall. Guys, I was 13 years old. Now, I look like a little fly girl, a little hood girl. I was, but I was hustling then. I was doing hair. That was my hustle. It's like I always had a hustle. From hair, I think I went to jewelry. I can't remember what it was, but it's like I always had a hustle. I was always in survival mode. I no longer wanted to be in survival mode during this period because what I'm trying to survive from. I'm financially at a place where I'm comfortable. There's no pressure. So why right now, pause, live life, get some of your time back, figure out the things that really matter. And then you start thinking, it's funny because you start thinking about Eccentric said, wait a minute, you gotta tell me your name. I don't like that. I don't like that. Eccentric Events ATL. Tell me your name, boo. So it was like, what do I want my life to look like? Now I'm gonna get back on my grind because I'm there June 1. That's tomorrow. But I had a long freaking pause. Like I told you, I've been on chill since September. Couldn't nobody ask me to do anything. People was asking me to do this, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. It's like you have to stop and reflect on where you are and what it's going to take from you to get to where you're trying to go. Because a lot of you guys got big dreams. And tonight's broadcast, I want you to not only dream, but I want you to realize it's closer than you think. I'm trying to tell you, it is so much closer than you think. It's right at your fingertips. All you have to do is apply pressure for one and apply everything that everybody's teaching you guys. You are following so many different people, and that's great because you're getting it from different perspectives. Choose your lane and run it. Choose your lane and run it. Otherwise, you're going to have all these different strategies and different frameworks, and you're going to be frustrated. You want to know why? Because they all not going to work at the same time. You got to stick with one and apply it. But make sure that this person or this entity or this whatever it is at a level you desire to be. And make sure that they're teaching you something that they have done. I'm trying to tell you guys, ChatGPT now it's dangerous. It is so dangerous. I was like, oh no, I don't even, it's weird because I am now how I hire people is like, how do I know that they ain't just, I had to let a couple people go because I'm like, yes, it's unfortunate because it's like your services realistically, and they charge money is really no longer needed because these apps and these tools have came in place and replaced it. And you feel bad. Maybe it was like 2 months ago. I can't remember, but I felt real bad because they would reach back out to me. Hey, Pressure, remember I did this for you? Remember you got anything going on? And I'm like, man, realistically, I don't need it now. Like I don't need it now. So it's like, I'm trying to tell you guys, whatever it is you want, whatever it is you desire, whatever it is you see yourself, and if you haven't dreamed big, because that was my thing, I never really dreamed big enough. Start small, right? So, hey, Kimbo, start. Oh, that's Andrea. Okay, start small. And then because that's how I did it. I just wanted to replace my income. A lot of y'all know the story, so I ain't gonna sit here and repeat it. Start small, but when you see things start happening in your favor, I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be a snowball effect. Guys, I had the most amazing day today. I did. It ain't start out that way though. But I'm trying to tell you, when you shift your mindset, it's like the universe loves positivity, right? It starts feeding you things that you asked for. I vlogged the whole day because it was like the simplest things I asked for today. It walked right in. It just presented itself to me. I was like, is that you, God? Okay, thank you. Do anybody out there know what I'm talking about? I cannot be talking to myself. I'm trying to tell you. I can't be talking to myself. I'm trying to tell you. So tonight, guys, I know I ramble. That's what I do, though. That's what I do. So sorry. All I need to know is if you got anything I said out of thus far, throw me a heart, throw me a like, something on this video. Because that, hello, thank you. Okay. So guys, that's new because I'm kind of like everywhere right now. And I really don't be on LinkedIn a lot like that. And a lot of people on YouTube are kind of like new. They kind of just stumble across my video, be like, oh my God, who is this girl? She a lot of energy. So if y'all do not know who I am, I'm Precious Stevens. They call me the Draping Queen. Reason is because I believe designers, I believe creatives. I love creatives. I'm a creative and I'm a Gemini. Hello. I believe they deserve more money. And my goal, my job is, my purpose is to help them get it, right? At the end of the day, I wish I ran into a Precious. You wanna know what? I could have. I doubt it. I doubt it. But tonight, guys, I want you to realize we're going to be talking about what life could look like once you've really achieved your financial goals. And I love you guys. Thank you for the hearts. I don't want you guys to go around thinking about, you got to set these like crazy, ridiculous goals. Like I want 6 figures right now. We got 6 months left, in a little over 6, but we got 7 months left in this year. That's real doable for somebody that has a strong solution. Let's just say a strong solution. That is real doable to hit that in the 7 months. It realistically is. I'm trying to tell you. But let's just say a lot of you guys, even in my last class, some people had 20K goals. Some people had 30K, 50K. It's realistic. However, if you haven't gotten there with what you're doing right now, not saying you got to drop it. If you want to be married to it, trust and believe, be married to it because that's your baby. But you can also add a leg. You can also add another stream that's going to make this load lighter. I'm trying to tell you guys, the reason I believe I soared so fast is because when opportunities came and they made sense, I took them. And those opportunities allowed things in this baby that I was loving that I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I was figuring it out, losing money, making money, losing money. But I didn't feel it because I was making money over here. So I never really felt the pressure or the crunch that you will hear people say. Did my business go up and down? Yes, it did. But when I had those downhill moments or those down months, guess what? I already had something else that was kicked straight in. And I'm trying to tell you guys the reason I'm so strong and so passionate about this now. And I wasn't before because everybody came to me for one thing, this draping. But then everybody will always talk about goals about where I am. And I'm like, well, baby, that ain't my story. I can't tell you. And I ain't going to sell you that draping got me here alone because it didn't. I have so many streams that's still rolling today. It's ridiculous. So I want you guys to be open, because it's not that hard. For one, you are already the expert. I'm not telling you go and steal somebody else's idea. That's the wrong thing to do. People do it though. I love it, Kim. You gotta tell me, babe. You gotta tell me. That's right. I'm Precious Stevens, and I make your draping look good. Kim, you gotta tell me where you pivoting to. I love a pivot because it shows. For one, it's nothing. Things happen in business. Things happen in life, right? But it's nothing. I love resilience. Like even celebrities, guys, right? They love you one day, they hate you the next, right? But guess what? They fall right back and love you with you again when you are back on your upward mountain, right? Whatever happens, you got some crazy people that did some ridiculous stuff, but they're giving grace when it makes sense, and now they're recovering or whatever whatever is happening. It's like nothing is better than a success story. I'm trying to tell you, people love success, and success leave clues, and success operates at a momentum. I mean, when you're in that thing, that's why I try to tell you guys, when I'm negative Nancy, the world is all just jacked up, right? Everything is just bad. But the moment I shift out of that, like I did today, I'm operating on all cylinders. I'm operating on all cylinders. I was like, I think I said thank you, universe, and thank you, Lord, today about maybe 5 or 6 times. I'm trying to tell you. Yes. So it's funny because I think that's Facebook users, you got to tell me who you are. But I think that's the old thing, right? Because that was one of my, I was like, I want 7 strings, because that's all you hear. Baby, I think I'm up to about 3, 6, 8. I got 8 sources, right? But that's sources, meaning they are not connected. They're coming from all different ways, right? But mainly in one source, which is the Porsche Academy, I have 6, 7 different streams. That's just in one. So when I hit 21, I stopped counting. When I was like, dang, I got 21 streams of income collectively, I stopped counting. Oh, Michelle, hey, boo. That's Michelle. Guys, it could be this. I'm trying to tell you, I just want you guys to open your eyes to other opportunities, new opportunities, not saying let your baby go, because that's your baby. That's your passion. And you're supposed to operate in that. But it ain't supposed to be that hard. It ain't supposed to be that hard. Some of you guys I've been talking to for years, and you have the same story. And nothing wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. So a couple things probably happen. You probably fall in the wrong people. You fall in the wrong advice, or you're not investing wisely in your business. And all that is cool, because that's why I did the same thing. I did the same thing. But it don't. I wanted the end. I wanted the end for you guys, because it gets lonely up here, guys. Sometimes I be wanting to just jump and go on a one-day trip to Florida. But I can't, because who I'm go with? And I got to get in that flow of going by yourself. But it's just, for me, it's just not as enjoyable. I ain't gonna lie. It's not as enjoyable, because y'all know I talk. Who I'm gonna talk to on the plane? Them people gonna look at me like, that girl is crazy. I'm like, yep, you better not say nothing. Baltimore raised me. Hey, Michelle Stowe. It's laziness for me. Baby, you wanna know what? You got to be honest with that, though, because it was lazy. I'm lazy. But I'm successful lazy, yo. The point is, you got to find your strengths. When I found my strength and found what I was good at, that I actually like doing, which is running my mouth. Like, if I'm going to talk, they're going to pay me, because I don't like doing all this work, right? Y'all think I'm playing when I tell you these fingers are for writing checks and instructing. That's all I need them to do. I can't do no heavy lifting. I ain't going to be able to do that no more. I ain't going to be able to do it. I ain't going to be able to do it. I ain't going to be able to do it. But I love it. She said, me too, girl. Laziness is it's a weakness to some degree, but you got to use it to your ability. I use mine to my ability. Y'all hear me say all the time, I ain't gonna do it, because I know I'm lazy. I don't want to do that. But it was like I had to put myself in position to pay somebody else to do it, because I know I don't want to do it. If I do it, I'm a half-ass it, excuse my French, or just my heart ain't gonna be in it, because I don't think I'm supposed to work that hard. I try to tell you. So, guys, tonight, again, I want to talk about what life can look like if you guys just open up different ideas, open up different avenues, because it's nothing I do that I had to get trained for, right? Now, it's nothing I do I had to get trained for. Everything I do now, even the things I jumped off the bridge and did, nobody trained me. I just did it. And luckily, it turned out okay. And along the way, I've, learned through the process of just being in it. I don't want you to think you got to be perfect. You got to have all the answers. No, you don't. Some of y'all, the stuff that you guys are doing, like, that's enough. People need that right now. People need it right now. And don't think that the industry is so saturated. It is, but so. The draper industry is getting saturated. I don't care. Ain't no precious in the industry but precious. So at the end of the day, you got to realize your zone of genius, and you got to realize your unique value proposition, and you got to put it on Front Street all day, every day. All day, every day. I'm trying to tell you, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. But I want to thank anybody that's on this broadcast, or even over here for the first time. If you are new, I want you to say, you are so true. You're so right. If you are new, I want you to tell me in the comments, tell me your name. Don't tell me your business name, guys, because I know so many of you guys from your business name and don't know your name. I'm like, I know that name. I know that name. Tell me your name and where you what viewing from, because this is how I get acquainted with my followers, y'all. I like reciprocity. I'm going to tell you. One thing that we don't do is we don't hold people accountable, and we don't tell people what we want. I'm telling y'all now what I want. I'm trying to tell you, my last broadcast, I was like, I want to see y'all like my timeline up. I said, y'all got your girl. Y'all was like, I got you, guys. Do you realize I did not really look at my timeline because I just turned the apps back. I just had to install them back on my phone. I did not look at my timeline today, and it brought tears to my eyes because it was just so much. I was like, oh my God. And it's funny because I used to be that person like, why is you posting and thanking people like but then it's just funny how things and times change because I was like so like, oh my God. I don't even know how many it was, but it was like non-stop. The timeline was flooded. So I just want to say thank y'all. I love y'all. Definitely couldn't reply to all of them because it was quite a bunch. But I'm telling you guys what I want. I need reciprocity. If I ask you guys questions, I need y'all to answer the question. You ain't got to do nothing but type it in the daggone phone or the computer, okay? I love engagement. That's just who I am. I look at my baby. Hey, Mr. Mo. I pray more. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, that is. I'm trying to tell you that is also key. Like, I ain't even gonna say a lot about that, but it's so much with prayer. She said, on it. I'm thinking about changing direction in my business. Sherry, another one I'm trying to tell you guys, do not. It was another young lady that I saw on Facebook yesterday. I think yesterday was my first day back on Facebook. And it was weird but I didn't even know it. And I started to say something, but I was like, no, let me get caught up with my tribe first, because she was like, she felt bad because she had a place where she gonna pivot in her business and she know people gonna be like thinking she failed or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was to that magnitude. And my heart sank, y'all. I was like, don't be worried about these people. They don't really care about you. At the end of the day, you got to live your life for you. And that means by any means necessary. You're going to have to delete some people. You're going to have to delete some things. And you're going to just have to delete whatever is not feeding you any longer. We get married to these things and we got these shackles around our ankles. And guys, I can't tell you guys how free I feel today. I'm trying to tell you, I let nothing and no one other than that man up there infiltrate my thoughts and manipulate what I want to do. And that's like not the pressures. That's not the pressures who was existing a few years ago. It was like I was a people pleaser, and I'm still a people pleaser, but I'm not going to go down there to please you. I'm going to bring you up here because it's good up here. Okay? You got to come up here to my level. At the same time, you're being benefited. It's going to benefit you in some degree. So I'm trying to tell you, Sherry, girl, pivot, add on, make some changes, do whatever it is you got to do. And when I say pivot, for the most part, you only shifting lanes, you're shifting directions, right? Don't mean you got to let this go. Just when you want to pay attention. Hey, baby, that girl is hot. My baby just made it in from work. She growing up, y'all. She growing up. They grew up so fast. So I'm trying to tell you, be comfortable in your decisions. Guys, I can't sit here and tell you every business decision I made. We just bought a new business like 2 weeks ago. I can't tell you every business decision I made was like excellent. But I'm glad I made it, because if I didn't go full throttle or even try it, it would be still on my wall. And if it ain't work out, guess what? I just erased it. Like, oh, that ain't work out. I try to tell you that ain't work out. So guys, I want to tell you. So that must mean nobody on here knew, because nobody told me their name. Yes, reciprocity. What you know about that reciprocity? You don't know nothing about that. So guys, tonight we are going to be giving, and this is when you couldn't hear me earlier. You guys know when, let me go scroll back up. In between my broadcasts, when people join the membership, their name is lit up in green. So tonight we have Miss Keisha, who came back. We have Miss Andrea, who came back, and they are going to be gifted their Staying Positive mug. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, I love this mug. It's my mug. I get, and it's just make me feel good. For one, that's my brand, and we're drinking out of it is a reminder. Erase them negative thoughts. Erase them negative thoughts. I'm trying to tell you, it works. So guys, Andrea and Keisha, send us an email, right? Send me an email and my team an email right here. All you got to do is put the word new member, and we'll have your address on file, but this is the only way they're going to know to fulfill the order. You got to send an email to this email address, and they'll send out your mug. They'll send out your mug. So thank you guys for coming back. So we're going to jump in. I know I kind of had y'all for a little bit. We're going to jump in though, but we had to catch up, guys. We had to catch up. I missed last week because it was my birthday. So if y'all that don't know it was my birthday, y'all can still tell me happy birthday in the comments. I like it. I like it. You want to know what? I can't see it. People are saying their name. So I can't see any names other than, oh, Deirdre. Deirdre, I normally see your name. Okay, so we're going to jump in, guys. We're going to jump in because I had y'all quite a bit. So I need you guys to do me a quick favor, right? I need y'all to hit that like button. Thank you, Dell. I love y'all so much. I need y'all to hit that like button. You ain't really got to share this video because this is us. We wrapping the taste. I'm not going to say share the video, but at any rate, at least like the video. This is what helps the platform. This is what encourages me to keep continuously coming back and going live, right? Brenda Robinson, hey girl. Thank you, Michelle. I love y'all so much. I'm trying to tell you. This is what actually keeps me coming to the broadcast. This is what helps me keep pouring into you guys. Some of you guys really get it. Like I shared a message earlier today, and quite a few ladies like, I needed that. And it's so funny because I needed the moment. I had a whole moment today. I needed the moment. I needed the experience. I passed that experience on, and it just trickled out of control. It just, that my moment inspired other people's moment, right? So that is why I said, I asked you guys, thank you for the cake. That's why I asked you guys for the likes, because it encourages me to come back. But guys, when people talk about financial freedom, right? I want you guys to tell me in the comments, when you talk about, or when you think about financial freedom, what are you thinking about? What does financial freedom mean to you? I just want to make sure I'm on the right accord. Hey, boo. I don't know who this is, though. But hey, boo. Hey, I love it, Kim. You sing it to me. I love Kim. Kim, my avatar, y'all. But tell me in the comments, when you hear financial freedom, when you hear people talk about it, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? I'm going to tell y'all what's the first thing that comes to my mind. I love it. No financial anxiety. When you think about no financial anxiety, come on, y'all. I told y'all tonight, y'all gonna dream. Y'all gonna dream. Y'all gonna dream. Y'all gonna dream. When you think peace, peace. When you think about no financial anxiety, when you think about peace, unlimited cash. Okay, Kim, see that tiny house. No worries. Okay. No, do you really think it's no worries? Hello, whoever this is. It could be Deirdre. I'm not too sure. I want to make sure because just Facebook people ain't gonna know. But guys, I'm gonna tell you how you really know what your values are. A lot of people throw out core values. A lot of people like this means this, and they don't really know. A lot of people are attached to money and not really realizing or thinking what it's going to bring them. I'm not attached to money, but what I am attached to is my freedom. And I know the only way I'm going to have freedom is to make some freaking money. So money to me is the tool I need, right? Money is the tool I need to do the things I like doing, which is whatever the heck I want to do. I love freedom. I love not having to do that because I was pulled and that has been my whole life. My whole life it was dictated what I had to do. I had to do this. I had to do that. I had no freedom, right? I had none. So now it's like, that's all I want. So freedom for me equates to how you just said, peace. That is peace for me. When I'm under the bus, so I feel like I got to do this, I am the most frustrated person because now you just robbed me of my peace. You robbed me of my peace because I don't have the freedom to do what I want to do. It's funny because that's what Doc say all the time. He say, I get it. He said, you a free bird. And I am. And that's what I enjoy the most, right? I enjoy the most. I can save. I can make investments without being stressed. Absolutely. So Trina, you see this opportunity to do what you want to do. Thank you, Juanita. I love you. Oh, that's Ben too. How you been, girl? Retirement savings, a surplus of inventory, supplies. But think deeper though. Think deeper. When you talk about a surplus of inventory and supplies, what does that mean to you? It means you are able to do more of the things you want to do. If that is you doing, if you want more inventory and more supplies, what you want it for? Clearly, you want your business to grow, right? If you want your business to grow, you love being in the creative space to just use your unique ability to turn people's celebratory events into something amazing. I want you guys think deeper, right? Hello, right? No limits, right? I love it. I love it. So again, money, financial freedom to me, because it means different things to different people, right? To me, it means freedom. It's not, and it was so weird because before I think I was, and I wasn't stuck because I was having success, but I wasn't having the kind of success I wanted, right? I wasn't having the kind of success where I could take a month off, right? So to me, I had the money, but I didn't have what I wanted, which was the freedom. So I didn't see what I was doing as successful as other people saw it. They were like, you popping, and I'm like, no, like I'm popping when I can do what the heck I want to do, when I can just take off work for 9 months. I've been off realistically for 9 months. So that is like an indicator to me. Like, okay, you're at a place, right? So now let's take your time off, but restructure, reshift, because now it's going to take even more for you to do this thing again. So definitely, I love it, Murray. Definitely think deeper than retirement savings. I have that, but I'm not. Hello, that's what I'm saying. It's about freedom. That is the really true, everything I listen to, the really true rich people, because money don't equate to no problems. Some people have all the money and they have all the damn problems, right? So it's not necessarily like you have this money, you're gonna have no more problems. It's realistically like what value from it will make you feel as if you're satisfied? What value from it? Some people, and it's funny because I heard something earlier, Doc sent me, but it was like a Tony Robbins thing, and because we was talking about this thing with goals today, and it hit spot on. It was talking about people that make goals and they achieve the goals, they just never happy. So it's like you can have the money, as soon as you go and achieve this goal, you're going to create a new one. You're never satisfied. So you have to realize what the thing is that's going to settle you and settle your spirit. Be like, you want to know what? I'm good right now. Some people never get that. Because they don't never really realize what makes them truly happy, right? So I'm trying to tell you, break things down, break things that was breaking me. Oh, okay. I don't want you to take a month off. I would miss you. Kim, girl, you always got access to me. I'm trying to tell you. So even if I'm taking off, I've been off since September, but I'm still going to always connect with my tribe. But I didn't have to really do anything. Like, y'all wore me out last year. Y'all did. I ain't gonna lie. Sunshine, hey girl. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. So at the end of the day, when I was at the height of my business, which was last year, that was my most successful year ever. It's not to say I didn't have no problems. It's not to say that. So that's why I didn't look at, that's why money, I can't put my value on money, because like you're now in a whole nother different tax bracket than another tax. And you're like, well, dang, I might as well go back on welfare because I ain't have to deal with all this over there. I'm trying to tell you. So I want you guys to really just think about what it is that you're truly seeking. And I want you, for one, realize that you are the answer. You have the solution to whatever it is that you need. Kim talk about this tiny house all the time. Baby, you have the answer. A lot of you guys that don't want to get up and go to work tomorrow, baby, you have the answer. When my job started getting in the way, and I didn't think I was going to quit because I was comfortable, but when it started getting in the way of my passion, I'm out. I'm sorry, I ain't able to do this no more. Pack it up, pack it up, time to go. I'm trying to tell you, it's peace, doing what you want to do. That is, I'm trying to tell you, that's like the most greatest feeling in the world. I've never experienced it until this season of my life, and I cannot change it for anything. And if I realize that this is like the best existence I've had thus far now, because I don't know what's in store for me later, I don't know, but I got to realize now that I'm going back into grind mode, but it's for a purpose. I'm going to grind mode so I can get another season of freedom, right? So it's like attaching. I told you I attach expectation to everything. I'm not just going to go out there like I was, right? And just working hand over fist, just working. Like what? Because you get to a point like, oh, dang, what I do now? Like, oh, well, what to do now? And that's where I was. That's how I hit. But I was like, let's just shut all this down because I don't even feel fulfilled no more. It's like I'm running a rat race for what? So it's that was like the whole part of the experience. So that's why I said you guys have to dream. You have to dream, and I don't care how unrealistic it sounds. Point is, you have to have something that you're working and aspiring for, you're aspiring to. That is what's going to make it worth it. Because if I had something back then that I was aspiring to, like something major, I probably would have kept on going. But I'm like, well, dang, I did everything I wanted to do. Like, what now? Had to go back to the drawing board and dream bigger. I'm trying to tell you guys, dream. I love it. Shy, I'm trying to tell you, I dream bigger. So, guys, main thing, like I told you, when you achieve your financial goals in life, your life will change in many, many ways. For some people, it changed for the positive. For some people, it changed for the negative. But at the end of the day, if you align your vision and you align your core values and everything is in alignment, it's going to change for the positive. It is. You want to know, I think I said I'm trying to tell you like 1,000 times because it's my favorite topic because that's just where I'm at right now. So I'm trying to tell you again, some of the things that actually happen to you, some of the things that happen for you, some of the connections that just pop up, or you're like, where the heck this come from? How is this happening? It's going to surprise you. It's going to surprise you. Guys, last year was my most surprising year ever, because I was able to do things I thought I never would be able to do. And realistically, it's not even something that was on that I wanted to do or that I thought I wanted to do. It's just like opportunity kept coming and kept coming. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And it snowballed. It's snowballed. So come on, sunshine. You have greater things coming. You are achiever. For your information, I'm on break at work. Oh, so that means you gotta go back. I know you're gonna catch the replay. I had a dream last night. It was my pivot. Kim, you gotta tell me about that, babe. You gotta tell me about that. But we're gonna dig in. So tonight, again, I'm going to share with you a few of the ways that things can happen in your life when you start moving some stuff around and you start really aligning things with your vision, and everything that you're doing, every movement that you're making is in alignment with where you're trying to go. Right? Things are going to shift for you. The things that you guys complain about right now, the things that you guys are unhappy about right now, watch how it just disappears. It's just going to disappear. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to disappear. Mine's too. Beat business goals and exceed my travel goals. Michelle, you always traveling, girl. Next time, take me. I mean, I got plenty points. Take me. I'm trying to tell you, I love traveling. So we're going to dig in. The number one thing that's going to change and it's going to shift in your life is, we were talking about it all night. You're going to have more time to do the things that you absolutely love. More time to do the things that you absolutely love. And one of the things, like we talked about, that comes with financial freedom is just whatever it is you want to do, right? Sometimes, like me, I'm a big person of, no, I'm not. I was going to say doing nothing, but it's not necessarily doing nothing. I think it's just doing what I want to do, because I don't have to have anything on agenda, but y'all saw me around the house. Like if you ain't following my blog, y'all got to follow my blog. I've done so much to my house, and some of them are unfinished. Some of them half done, because that's just how I am. And I drive Doc crazy about it. I got like an accent wall. I did not even finished it. Went to another wall. I got a kitchen that's halfway done. It's just, I don't know. That's just me being in my creative genius, right? And once I get that the activity piece out, I don't want to go up and fix the stuff I made. I can't explain it, but you're going to no longer have to spend most of your day doing what? Working to pay bills, right? You can spend more time doing the things that bring you joy. You can spend more time doing the things that bring you fulfillment. I had to go get another animal specifically because I had so much time and I was getting lonely. I didn't even realize I was lonely. I didn't. I just was cranky. And it was funny because since I lost Chloe, Doc was like, yeah, like I could really see the change. And because Chloe was my road dog. Y'all didn't know Chloe. Chloe was with me everywhere. I mean, even in the bathroom, like everywhere. So when she left, I just got really lonely and I didn't realize it. And then that's when I went, I knew what I was great going to. I knew I was great going to grind mode. So I was like, I ain't gonna have that kind of time. And I don't want to have, an animal that I neglect. So I had to get a kitten. And guys, I didn't like cats. I still think I don't like cats. I don't know what it is, but I fell in love with mine. Come here, Grayson. And if Miss Clara end up catching this on a replay, guys, we ended up naming him Grayson, and you guys gave me that name because I could not name a boy kitten because I haven't had a boy animal in I don't know how long. But we named him Grayson, and he is just a ball of joy. So I spent a lot of time with him, right? I spent a lot of time with him, but I spend a lot of time. I find myself doing like just stuff like in the garden and the things that I have a couple garden friends on my timeline, and that's what we talk about, right? Eating healthy, organizing the refrigerator, juicing. I didn't have time to do that stuff, right? When I first started juicing, I had to stop because I didn't have time to actually juice the juice. And then normally if I get up, I'm getting up late and I'm rushing right out to go to my office, so I don't even have time to drink the juice. That just was my life. It was crazy. But now it's like just really taking an inventory of the things I like and making the time and the choices to actually do it. And that is like the stuff that you're going to be able to do. I want you guys tell me, kitty boo boos. I want you guys tell me in the comments, right? Tell me in the comments. You always inspire me because once I had lost myself and when I found you, now I'm popping my wait a minute, this got to be Deirdre. Tell me if this Deirdre, because it say Facebook user, but Deirdre be popping her stuff. And oh my God, when I found out how old Deirdre was, I'm like, dude, man, that's goals. Like, I'm trying to sit up here and do my little face care, like trying to take care of my face, trying to take care of my hair. I don't know. I'm trying to be like Deirdre when I get up. I knew it. I say, okay, baby, whatever it was, we all at some time can lose ourselves. It's so easy. It is so easy to lose yourself. But I think when you get to that certain level of self-awareness, self-worth, I ain't losing myself. I can't because I love myself too much. I'm like, you say you pop me, I can't say that word, but you pop me your stuff, baby. Guess what? Me too. And so it's just like a good feeling. So I'm glad you found me too. I'm glad I found you because that's goals for me. I'm trying to look like that. I'm trying to look like that at that age. I'm trying to tell you. Grind first year, enjoy it later. Yes, grind. Go ahead and grind. So I'm grinding till December. Next year is going to be easy peasy because how I'm setting things up, especially with the draping instructor program. It's just so much that we have. And the whole goal is for me to still create impact, still help people, still do my life's work, but enjoy it at the same time. Can we say enjoy it at the same time? You ain't got to say all that, but just say enjoy. Tell me enjoy in the comments because that's what we want to do, right? That's what we want to do. Somebody said it earlier. We're going to go on to number 2. Somebody mentioned this earlier, right? You guys said, let me go back to pull it up for you guys. Number 2 thing, the second thing you'll be able to do is reduce stress and anxiety. Am I the only one that was stressed out and anxious in my business? Am I the only? Thank y'all. I love it. I love it. Was I by myself? I was stressed out all the time. And it's not even that business wasn't great. It was just a lot because I kept, y'all see me shifting gears all the time because I stayed on the grind. It's like, oh, I had this idea. Oh, I got to do it. But I'm in it and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I just know that this is what I want. And in order for me to get it, I can't wait for nobody else because it ain't going to fall out the tree. So I got to go and get it. I was always on grind mode, but I always had that anxiety because I'm poor from the projects, right? Anxiety kicked in and robbed me of so many good like moments, celebratory moments, because I couldn't even celebrate when I hit 7 figures. I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize it. I'm like, oh, we made it. I'm like, what? And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm still on grind mode. And I didn't even know why, because I wasn't financially strapped. But that's how it is when you're in the thing, right? You are financially stressed out because you could have a good month, but you don't know what the heck next month going to bring, right? That's one thing about entrepreneurship. It's not I'm getting paid on Friday. I'm all right. I just got to go and clock in and I'm going to get paid. No, you got to go and you got to hit that pavement. I'm trying to tell you, hit that pavement. It's the anxiety for me. I'm learning organizing and priority is helping. That helps a lot. Thank you, Michelle. Nope, I'm stressed. Thank you. I love y'all. She's like, no, I'm stressed and anxious. She's like, sis. Michelle say, I need that program. I try to tell you guys, it is not a game. Nope, me too. Bye, sunshine. I know you're going to catch the replay. I'm trying to tell you guys, it's a real thing. You got to worry about money problems, even if it ain't money problems, like you don't have no money at the moment. You got to worry about that dip because you know it's coming. You got to worry about, okay, well, we got prepared for this. If nothing in your business if you didn't have that experience of fear or the not knowing, I know COVID messed a lot of y'all up. I know it messed me up. COVID robbed me $150,000. COVID robbed me of a whole tour. I was like, well, God, knock me down. And I wasn't draping at the time, but I'm a creative, right? That's what we do. So I had to get real freaking creative. So I had to teach the same thing I teach in person. I had to go online with it. And I was able to make the same, not even the same amount. I was able to make more money because I was able to reach more people. And I'm trying to tell you guys, when COVID hit for me, it changed the trajectory of my business. It changed the trajectory of me. I realized, I'm like, and a lot of people, y'all realize y'all ain't had to go to work. Y'all working remote. Y'all still, it made people lazy. It ain't make me lazy. I was already lazy, but it enhanced my laziness. I'm trying to say. Can somebody say enhance can y'all say enhance in the comments if y'all know what I'm talking about? Okay, I can't be by myself. It's either you're on the spectrum that I was where you no longer want to do a lot of work, or you couldn't find no help because nobody else want to work. Nobody want to work. It got so hard. Even when I went back into back on tour and when I ran my warehouse, it was hard to find good help. Nobody wanted to work because everybody got used to this new way of living, this remote lifestyle. I'm like, if you don't get your tail up and come here and go to work. Oh my God. COVID made me depressed and stressed, but I learned a lot during COVID. Now I got to implement. Michelle, you want to know what? And I remember we had a talk about that. I so remember. So I'm so glad to see where you at right now, because a lot of people, oh, she said, Sunshine said, nope, airport time. Oh my God. Yes, COVID did it. I found you in COVID. Michelle, you found me in COVID, girl. It's so funny because during COVID, is what really when I enhanced my YouTube channel, right? Because I had to now, hey, I can't reach my people because I can't go on tour. Like, okay, let's just take it online. And that's when that's when I really got into passive streams. I was like, you mean to tell me I could just still do what I do and just go online and still get paid? And it just opened up different ways of doing it. Oh my God, it just changed everything for me. And that's when I told you guys, that's when I did the challenge, because I started teaching other people how to do it because I fell in love with it. I was like, oh my God, you mean to tell me I could be lazy and still make money? Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm trying to tell you. Now, I'm not saying be lazy in the aspect of not do any work, but I don't like doing labor intensive work. I don't. I'm just being honest, which is why I stopped event design. It's why I stopped a lot of things, right? Even when I was trying to get back into hair, I've always had a passion for hair and makeup. But me having severe back issues, I couldn't do hair anymore. So when I discovered YouTube, I'm like, oh my God, they influence. It's like, oh my God, let me tap into this influencer money a little bit. Kim, baby, folks still don't want to work. But one thing I can say, I am seeing it pick up. I don't know what's going on, but I am seeing it pick up because I have mainly this year, like I've had so many people reach out to me that I've worked with, and they're like, Precious, remember I helped you do this? And I was like, well, I'll be there. But I don't need it now because my business model ain't set up how it was back then. So I'm trying to tell you, Kim, you found me doing COVID too. Oh my God. See what I'm saying? So we COVID family. I'm trying to tell you, because that's really when I increased my YouTube presence. That's really when I buckled down on social media, right? I was like, okay, we still got to get this money because things I want to do. And what I want to do don't run on oxygen or batteries. It run on the tool I need so I can do what I want to do. Guys, and the last thing, guys, no, it's not the last thing, but the third thing is pursuing your dreams. Guys, I want you to just tell me in the comments a little bit. Tell me in the comments, and I want y'all to dream big. I want y'all to dream big. I'm trying to tell you. If you don't get nothing else from this session, I want you to leave this session dreaming big and realizing you are he the answer, but realizing he gifted it in you, the solution. Like you have it. So I want y'all to tell me, hey, Gwen, baby, I want you guys to tell me in the comments, I want y'all to tell me like a whatever your dream is, like what's your dream? Y'all know one of mine is more entrepreneurs are on the rise. COVID gave me confidence. What? Y'all gave me mine. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gave me mine. Tell me in the comments like some of your dreams you want to pursue, or even some stuff you probably put on the shelf and you probably think that you can't, but you can. I'm trying to tell you, you can. Last year alone, I always wanted a boutique. I never really pursued it. I just was something I wanted. And I guess I never pursued it because I didn't know why I wanted it. My why was because I like looking cute. I like looking cute. And I just love the idea. It's funny because today I had to go to my storage today. And I'm selling my furniture right from my office, and the young lady came and got all my tables, and I'm in there, and I'm like, well, I might as well get some more fabric to take home because y'all know I'm ready to hit y'all with that discount, y'all, because I missed it last week because I was in Tulum, Mexico. So I was like, let me go, style it. Let me go pack up and bring some more stuff to the house so I can have it on demand, so I could go ahead and pack it right away. But I'm in there, and I had to go to another unit because it was something in there they needed, and I'm looking at that unit, and I'm like, you got all these damn clothes from the boutique, and everything in there was like, because I opened my boutique last year in the summertime, it was all summer clothes. So I was like, Precious, if you don't go ahead and get rid of this stuff, I'm trying to tell you, that's how God was working for me today, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. So it was like, I always wanted it. So that was one of the things I was like, yeah, I'm glad I finally opened my boutique. But then I got into it and I was like, this ain't the life for me. For one, I don't look cute every day. Them people that do that, that's a lot of freaking work. I cannot get up and put on every day. I don't even want to. I don't. Like half the time I get up and I come down here and I work or whatever I'm doing, I'm in some freaking slippers. My hat is up in a bun, and I got on some pajamas, right? And I was like, even when I was trying to do it for a minute, I was like, this is too much work. I ain't able to do it. I like, it's too much work. But at the end of the day, I felt so blessed to be able to have done it, right? Because that was one of the things I wanted to live out. And even helping people, right? I knew I wanted to help people because I had so many people that wanted to work with me, but they probably couldn't afford my classes and they couldn't afford this and they couldn't afford that. So I would find ways to still work with them people, meaning I would give away Posh Seeds like scholarships, or I would lower my prices. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I can't continue to do that because that's not how a business runs realistically. In a fiscal year, that's not how businesses run. So I'm like, how can I still help these people? Because I'm passionate about helping people. That's how I ended up opening up my nonprofit last year, right? So I say, okay, wow, this was amazing because that was a whole moment for me because I've worked for a nonprofit for 7 years. So I've seen the inner workings, I've seen what they was able to do. And it was like, now you got your own. And I was like, girl. And then this is stuff I'm telling you guys, like last year, I couldn't even celebrate because it was just nonstop. Publishing all my books. I published 4 books in a year. And at first it was like, I want to write a book. Everybody kept saying, Precious, you need to write a book. You need to tell a story. You need to tell a story. And I'm like, once I started telling my story, I just ain't stopped. I just ain't stopped. It was like, this is just so dope. But it was so overwhelming because it's like I was on batteries and I just couldn't never stop. She said, yes, it is. I'm tired. I want to teach my skills to others. I want to become a stylist as well. Michelle, you can. I'm trying to tell you. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. I love her. I ain't put it up there. I must did. I think I stopped writing them because it ain't up there. Thank you, Deborah. I love you. So the thing is, guys, you'll be able to pursue your dreams. I'm trying to tell you, having 2 venues and looking forward to my first wedding in December and traveling. Brenda, I love it, girl. Your first wedding in December. Tell me what their colors are. Most people that get married in like December, they go with the like the winter wonderland and stuff like that, or the red, white, and black, stuff like that. It was hard during COVID. Wait a minute. But now that I have all the tools I need, it's not to stunt on nobody. It's me apologizing to myself because I owe them. You did owe yourself that. I'm trying to tell you, you owe yourself that. Hey, Idea B event planners, I love it. Hey, so guys, you will be able to. Third thing is pursuing your dreams. One of the biggest dreams I have now, guys, I want island. I want a condo in the Caribbean, somewhere. I talk about it all the time because I love it. Guys, when we was in Tulum, I can't tell you guys how that felt. I knew, and not saying it got to be in Tulum. I don't care where it be, but I need property there. Like I need to be able to go. Now we did get a membership at Moon Palace, and that was pretty dope. So that's like me. That's like one step closer to my goal. So now it's like whenever I want to go, I could go. But I need to be able to turn the key. Like that's my key, right? I need to decorate how I want to decorate and walk out on the veranda, whatever it's called, with my little coconut drink. Yeah. Come to Trinidad. I want to come, girl. The last thing, guys, number 4, if you could put it in the comments for me, guys, is giving back to others. Like, this is the same thing I just told you guys. Like, when you get to a place, and one of my favorite quotes, and it's funny because I was writing content yesterday, actually, and it was a social post I was writing up, and it was about one of my favorite quotes. And one of my favorite quotes is that I learned to give, not because I am rich, but because I know what it feels like to have nothing. Like that quote, I don't remember where I heard it, when I heard it, but it stuck with me ever since. It stuck with me ever since. And I think that is what, I don't know. I don't know what molds me and compels me to help people the way I do. Because another young lady reached out to me yesterday. I hear sob stories all the time. Can you help me? My mom just passed, and I'm like, wow. And she's trying to get her business up and running. I'm like, dang, like how the heck what can I do? And I needed to create a lane or to create an avenue to where I can still do this. And it's not necessarily I'm hurting, because a lot of people be coming, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. But it's just feel good to be able to do that, and to see people be able to get to another level, or to get to from whatever restraints they feel like they're under because of something you did to help. Now, there's one thing, I don't like helping people that's not appreciative. I despise that. I do, because it's like, I ain't gotta help. I don't. But when there's a person that's genuine, I will give them the shoes. I was going to say the shoes off my back. I will give them the shoes off my feet, because I know that's why I'm here. That's what I'm supposed to do. I am supposed to do that. And in the interim, and me doing that and operating in my gift and in my purpose, I'm always rewarded, right? I'm always rewarded. So it feels good when you're able to give back to others. Now, it don't even got to be a financial goal, guys. Like back when I was back home, and that's what I told you guys, I kind of miss being here. I just don't have no connections. But back home, like every opportunity, we were doing these events. We were doing backpack giveaways. We were doing the turkeys. We were doing adopting families for Christmas. That felt so good. We was taking blankets to the homeless. Like I miss my community, just my whatever I did. Like I kind of miss my community activism, right? Being here, because I just don't know why. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to find a way to do it this year, because I just miss it. And sometimes I will go back and look at my old YouTube channel. I got another YouTube channel when I was working with Hope, where I filmed all these events, and I'm like, man, when you see the looks on these people's faces, people that were homeless, people that didn't have hope, people that they out there 16, 18, 20 hours a day living life on the street, but they have smiles on their face because of what you guys are providing them. Like that's a feeling that kept me on the straight and narrow for 7 years. And the reason being, because me knowing where I come from, me knowing being from the street, I'm like, I am one split decision away from being on the other side. I always kind of had that attitude that kept me in God's grace, right? Even when I was a correctional officer, I'm like, man, I'm in there, you locked up with them. And I'm like, I'm one dumb decision away from being on the other side. So it's like, it kept you. That's how I knew I was growing up a little bit, because I was a little careless when I was young. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm like, they are the thoughts. I'm like, I got too much to lose. And I didn't even have a lot to lose back then, but I was a mom. So I was like, I am trying to tell you, I love y'all. Yes, let the Christ in you work. You have to, but you have to be able to. A lot of people don't understand it, and they combat it because they don't realize what it is and where it's coming from. Once I realized, I'm like, okay, that's you. All right, we developed a relationship. I'm like, all right, watch me work, Lord, watch me work. Brenda say that is a blessing from God. It's in your heart. Give it back is rewarding. And it is, guys. I'm trying to tell you, it feels so good. A video popped up and I was back home. So I think that was just before I moved here. And I don't know what it was, but I was just in my, because I knew I was coming, but nobody else knew I was coming. But I just felt this thing like, I didn't have an idea if I was going, I didn't know that it was really going to work. But I just felt in my spirit, like I deserve this. I deserve this shift and it's going to happen. I didn't know how the heck it was going to happen, but it happened. And for like that whole 2 weeks, right? I'm like, I just was on a high. I'm in the line and I'm like, just pay for that food behind me. And I felt so good about it. And even when I moved here, I can't remember what happened, but something popped up on my timeline, a memory. Them Facebook memories are good, y'all. I think I was in Walmart and the man asked for some money. I can't remember. All I know is I had to go in the car and cry. And I had to get him. I don't think I had no money, but I took him back in the store and bought him food and he had his children and stuff. And I'm like, guys, I'm trying to tell y'all, you cannot miss the opportunities for you to, I don't care what you have going on. It's always somebody worse, right? It's always somebody in a worse predicament. And all you have to do is help. Just help. And watch the things that you guys want. It's going to just be right in front of your face. I'm trying to tell you guys the things that appeared today. I was just laughing. I was like, all right. I see you, Lord. I see you. I'm super excited about the launch of my business. Come on, Teresa, baby. Ready to retire from working in a factory. Baby, that's why I say I love my ladies. The reason why I love my ladies, because my audience are older, more mature audience. A lot of them are on their second half of life. And it's just exciting to see, a lot of people they work so hard and they got up to this point, but it's so good to be able to help and see that they're able to actually enjoy this half, right? Just doing what they want to do, living out their passions, living out their gift. Just because you're in the second half and just because you're facing retirement don't mean life is over. Life just started at the end of the day. Hello, can I get a hello in the comments? I'm just trying to tell you, don't get me started, y'all. Don't get me started. I'm trying to find that balance, helping but not putting myself upside down financially. So the one thing, when you guys think about helping, it don't have to be about financial. Right? Sometimes you can help with services. It's just about helping. Some people I help, I coach for free. I at the end of the day, because I know for one, they don't have enough to pay me, but I really feel that they are genuine in the support they're asking for. And I feel as if they just had the answer, they'll act on it. And if I did it and I didn't see results before, I would immediately stop. But I haven't, right? So I still will throw one out there because that's what I'm supposed to do. And when I see them and I'm like, oh, look at you, bro. I just love it. So it kind of makes me realize, keep doing the work. Just keep doing the work. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all saying hello. Thank y'all. I just had to, I'm trying to tell you, I couldn't be by myself. So guys, when I'm talking about helping, it doesn't have to be in the form of money, right? Helping could be you volunteering your time, right? We used to volunteer our time at like different churches. We had a church right next to our building. We would go over there, volunteer our time. We would volunteer our time, passing out stuff we've already had. It's just about helping someone that's less fortunate than you. So I want you don't think about it has to be money. I have another young lady. I ain't gonna talk about that situation, but some people don't understand and don't realize the opportunity that they're granted because they're in a situation and they just only see the negativity that's in the situation. And I'm like, you don't see the bigger picture. I get it, but you are the one for this assignment. Just do the assignment, do the work because you got to do it. And then you will get the reward. You don't see it now, right? Like my little baby garden ain't growing right now. It grew a little bit while we was in Tulum, but it ain't sprouting right now. But harvest is coming. You ain't going to tell me because I go out that sucker and I water every morning. And I be like, all right, strawberries, where y'all at? Y'all get a little, I'm a little aggressive. Y'all know I'm aggressive, but I'm patient because I know harvest is coming. So I'm trying to tell you. Sherry say, I want to continue decorating, but not just events. I want to move into decorating. You want to know what, Sherry? Do it, girl. You want to know what? So many people, I don't know why they be coming to me. Come on, sunshine with the strawberries. I don't know why they be coming to me about decorating homes and I don't do that. They be thinking I know how to. I can't. I don't know how to do that. I go on TikTok and like the same thing with everybody else. All the people that when I first started getting into decorating my house, I had to hire a designer. I'm like, I can't put this together. This is not a backdrop. I could do a backdrop with my eyes closed. But it's funny because now I think even on YouTube now, I think a lot of the draping and the event design is tying into home decor. And it's weird, but it makes a lot of sense, right? But that ain't my lane. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't good at it. So go for it, Shari. I'm trying to tell you because I had people reach out to me, like call me on the phone. Like it mainly happened like over the past couple months. Hello, I'm from YouTube. Can you do house drapes? I'm like, that's not my lane. I would love to be able to do it, but nah, I ain't gonna be able to do that. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So, but Shari, the whole point is do it. You're still what's that 7 degrees of separation? You're still within your wheelhouse, right? Just expand it out a little bit. Just expand. You'll be surprised, right? You will be surprised. And the way that the core, baby, y'all know how much this lady charged me just to decor, just to send me a printed design. She didn't come in my house. I had to send her pictures. She sent me a printed design, told me where to go buy everything. I'm like, y'all is out here. But guess what? She had the solution to what I needed. I'm trying to tell you, people are selling that knowledge. I couldn't do it. So I had no problem paying her to do it. And I love what she sent me. But I'm like, I just thought somebody was going to come in the house and come in like this, I told y'all I don't like doing no work. I had to order everything and it's on my blog, y'all. It ain't there yet because I got to get it edited. But it's a lot of work. But I paid them. Same thing I'm telling you guys. Shari, if you was in the decorating homes, I would pay you, baby, because I don't know how to do it. I'm trying. I don't know what it is. People, they've been calling. So I don't want you guys to close yourselves off to your baby, which is your true passion, which is your primary business. Nobody's saying shut that down. I'm just saying be open to other streams, right? That just going to pay you well, that take less time and take less effort, right? So in the conclusion, guys, I'm going to tell you, having financial freedom is life-changing in a lot of ways, right? Not only can I talk about this topic, I've lived this topic. My life is completely the opposite in what it was. Let's just say 2018, because that's when I moved here, right? In 2018. And realistically, I didn't really start like in that different tax bracket till 2020. From 2020 to now, it's been on and popping. It's been on and popping. So my thing is, I want you guys to realize it's not going to take you forever. If you link up with the right people and understand, one, you are the expert already, right? You're the expert. Somebody want what you have. You're too worried about, it ain't good. It ain't good enough. I don't know enough. Stop doubting yourself, boo. I ain't thought I knew enough when I first when I first started teaching draping. When I first started coaching, I didn't know enough because I didn't know enough because my business was raggedy too. But guess what? I knew enough for the people that wasn't where I was, right? I knew enough and how to do what I was doing at that moment, like today. I'm totally doing something different than I was doing in 2020. So clearly, because I'm a big investor when it comes to my business. So clearly I have obtained a heck of a lot more knowledge. And so I can shorten the journey because I know exactly what to do. I have the framework, right? Just listen, just do. And then I'm like, it's so funny because I'm doing the same challenge. I wasn't going to do it. But I'm like, I'm going to do it because I did have 5 successes out of that first time I did it 3 years ago. And I'm like, I'm going to do it because those ladies are doing amazing. They do some other stuff too, but they still have their courses. It's still running its course. And I'm like, let me do it again because now, maybe they didn't believe me back then. You got to believe me now. You seen it. You seen the progress. You seen what creating courses for me and teaching draping for me, what it has allowed me to do, right? It has allowed me to do a lot of things. So I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm not about here to sell y'all on no story. I'm not about to sit here and sell you on no pipe dream. All I'm going to tell you is creating and opening up additional streams of passive income now. Because all of them for me wasn't passive. Some of them, like my fabric thing, that was labor intensive. But my passive streams, they're the ones that pushed out my active streams. They're the ones that allow me to just sit here and garden or do household, just had a freedom that I want to have. And which is why this is why I'm so passionate about it. I'm trying to tell you I'm passionate. I've gotten several referrals because when I posted my draping pics from class and the one that I did for my granddaughter's Sweet 16, people are reaching out to me to do their draping in their home. Go. Okay. And you know what? I've seen that a lot though. I don't know what it is, but a lot of people now, people love draping, period. And people are doing these home celebrations again, especially for prom. I've seen prom backdrops like back at it again. I'm like, okay, girl, I see you, girl. You look good, girl. I'm trying to tell you, Michelle, you're right. Michelle, it's not a game. Hey, Shantae, woo, you are the example. That's all I aim to be is one example. It's a lot of examples out here, right? However, I know my purpose is to create impact and create change. And I hear you guys, I hear your pain. And I'm like, baby, it ain't gotta be that. It ain't gotta be that way. It ain't gotta be that hard. Michelle, you don't need to create some courses. Guess what? You only need to create one. My first one is what gave me the faith to believe to keep. That's why I kept creating. I kept creating because they were the things like somebody today and yesterday bought, and I don't even know how they bought these courses, guys. I don't even know how, but they bought these courses, and I'm like, I got so much stuff out there. And I'm like, again, and I look at it like I don't want to sell that stuff because I just know that I'm a seasoned vet now, right? Back then I was like, just providing a solution. But it's funny because it's still the thing that beginners need. It's still that thing that they need. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm ready to relaunch that course because I put everything in it that I knew at that time. And that's the beauty of creating courses. Once you create it, you can repackage it, you can resell it, you can change the name. It's your intellectual property that someone needs right where they are. So I need you guys to get out of that. It ain't good enough. No. And I got a copy. No, you ain't got a copy of nobody. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to show up authentic anyway. Some people trying to recreate and reteach what I taught them. And I'm like, well, you got it wrong. Like, why you doing that? Be you. You can't be me. So yes, I'm trying to tell you, I had my first wedding to do in September and doing the wedding expo. That's exciting in Winston-Salem. I believe I've been with you since the beginning, and I'm so proud of you, Deborah. I think you was, girl. You never cease to amaze me. Truly blessed on purpose. Love my beautiful sister. I love you too, girl. I love you too. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell you what I want y'all to do. I need y'all to do one thing for me. Because at the end of the day, if you're really looking to achieving any kind of financial freedom, your steps is really just taking action, right? And your steps is, I still want you guys to operate in your business because that's the thing that lights you up. But I don't want you to be so gung-ho on, I need 5 events a month, right? No, you don't. You just need to sell 20 courses maybe, and that's very doable. You no longer have to be under the pressure of, oh my God, no one's booking me. No one's booking me until you figure that out, because there's a lot that goes involved with selling a service because you're selling a promise, right? It's like, I'm gonna do your event. I got you, boo. So it's a little more, it's a little more persuasive than a course. Like people buy courses all day because for one, it's a lot more affordable and people not really going to stress over a $27 course or $47 course over rather than a $5,000 event. Like, oh, I'm coming after you. You messed up. I'm trying to tell you. Say it again, sunshine. It's only one, Precious. It's only one. And I am she, and she is me. And we, because y'all know it's another one, but she belonged to me too. All right, guys. So if I'm trying to tell you, at the end of the day, I want you to remember that financial freedom is definitely possible for anyone. But one thing that you must have, right? You got to have the right mindset. You have to have the right mindset. You got to have the proper planning and the discipline. Did I tell y'all about them 100 people that was in the challenge before? And now they're the same people that's a lot of them. They probably be in this challenge too. And there's nothing wrong with it because maybe you needed a little more. Maybe you needed to see the results. You needed something to believe in. If y'all don't believe in what the hell I just showed y'all, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, this little country ghetto Baltimorean went from $14 an hour to $14,000 a week. You do the math. That's all I want to say. You do the math, right? If you're interested in learning about how to turn your active income into passive income, I'm having a challenge, guys. I'm having a challenge. It's right there on the screen. All you do is show up. This challenge is free. I'm not going to charge y'all. The reason why is because I need you to understand, for one. Wait a minute, let me pull up the right thing. There it is. There it is. Boom, there it is. It's rolling across the screen. I need you to understand and really believe that you are the solution. Y'all keep hearing me. I pop my collar. You want to know why? Because I've proven it to myself. I didn't believe it on day one. I was like, oh, let me try this, right? I would increase my prices like, oh, let me try this. And I'm like, oh my God, they bought it. Oh my God. And then it's like, girl, you the ish. So I'm trying to tell y'all, just starting with one affordable product. If you don't have the confidence now, that'll give it to you. That will give it to you. You're not gonna be around here stressing about, oh my God, I ain't got no brides this month. Oh my goodness. Somebody, I don't even think she on this broadcast. Somebody this morning, y'all be tripping me out when y'all be sliding in my DMs. I'll be just laughing. So this morning, she's like, oh my God. She's like, Precious, I can't believe this. And I'm like, oh shoot, what I do? I'm like, what I do? But she was going on to tell me about an experience. Somebody, reached out to her to try and book her and tried to lowball her. And I'm like, oh no, ma'am. I said, bye, Felicia. And then I said, well, let me clean it up because I hope she don't think I was talking to her. And I'm like, that's a quick no. And she told me, she said no. And I'm like, guys, I want y'all to realize that ain't the way. Don't get out there watering down y'all prices or whatever because y'all got a light bill coming in. I'll be in here with no lights before I sit up here and water down my prices just because I'm trying to tell you. Because I am that confident in what I have. I just know I probably got to do a little tweaking or a little positioning. I know once I get the right formula, whatever price I write, they're going to buy it because I am the answer. And I need you guys to realize the same exact thing. You are the answer. All right. So again, guys, all you got to do is sliding across the screen is just sign up for the challenge. Just sign up. You'll get the email. I was going to do it in the Facebook group. I'm not. I'm actually going to do it on Zoom. Reason being is because I like conversation, right? I want feedback, and when trying to read comments and do all that, I ain't gonna be able to do it. So I'm gonna do it on a Zoom. I was gonna go ahead and create a group like I did before. I don't want to do that. So guys, that is where wait a minute, let me take this one down so y'all don't see it. So it's just bit.ly/MMM challenge. And it's 5 days, right? In order for you to get the most out of this challenge, and however you feel right now, it's going to be on times 10. Because I'm going to really pull back some layers, right? And it's going to be more individualized because I don't, and that's why I made it so like close to the date. Because if I do a long launch, like if I told y'all to sign up like a week ago or whatever, I'd have had 200 people or more probably on that. I don't want to talk to that many people because there's only one me. I really want to dig deep into the people that's really interested, right? Y'all been hearing me talk about this for quite some time. And I didn't start it back then because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to give that much of my time. I needed to do some more precious time, right? But it happened in Tulum, Mexico. So that is why I'm here now. We doing it. We start on June the 5th, guys. And all you got to do is sign up. You'll get the emails and all the access to the stuff. And that's all I have, guys. I want you to really, 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 this is going to be your takeaway. I want you to just sit there for a minute or 20 seconds. I want you to just imagine waking up every morning excited to just work on projects that's aligned with your true passion, right? All while you're still making money, a substantial amount of money, right? That is exciting for me to get up and like I already wrote it in my book on my planner. Tomorrow, before I even dig deep into work, I'm gonna paint my wall because I like stuff like that. It excites me. And that's the stuff that fuels me to go hard when it's time for me to go to work. I want you to picture the freedom that we talked about earlier, right? I want you to picture the flexibility that comes with you not only being your own boss, right? But the fulfillment of actually making a living doing what you love, all while you're still creating impact in the world. Because when you create your courses or whatever it is, and you're sharing your intellectual property, come on now. He always thought something. When you're sharing your intellectual property with someone else that don't know what you know, you're creating change. You're creating impact. because you're helping them get further faster. I say that all the time because I know that's what I help y'all do. I help you guys get further faster. When you're buying my courses, when you're in my classes, I'm giving you knowledge and something that you don't know. You can't sell $1,000 backdrop because you don't know how, right? But as soon as you buy the knowledge and the framework and put it all together, oh, y'all in my DMs like, oh my God, Precious, oh my God, I gave her this invoice and she paid it. I'm like, you go, girl. I'm gonna start posting some of my receipts. I don't really do that because sometimes I'll be thinking that's a little, I don't know, but I'm like, I'm gonna start because that's like celebratory. And some of y'all is afraid to celebrate your wins, right? I'm gonna need y'all to start doing that. Don't send it to me. Don't send it to me. Celebrate your win. That's why I want to go back in the group. So we're going back in the group. So this may be my last podcast, y'all, because I'm going back into my private Facebook group to really nurture that group, to really re-strengthen that group, to really build it back as a community. Over here and over there is good, but I'm operating different now. I miss what we had inside the group. And now they kind of like everybody go and share their work, but I feel like it lost its sense of inspiration. So I got to go back to where it started, right? I got to go back to my core. The people that gave me the confidence, that gave me the title queen, was from my group. So guys, if you're not in my group, I'm going to tell you right here, I'm going to tell you right now, you better get there because I ain't going to be back over here, there, and everywhere. If you're in there, the thing is up on the screen, join the group. Because that is where my broadcast is going to be. And that's the only place it's going to be. Because that is really what helped me get to where I'm at. That's what built the entire platform, right? I created it. You guys built it. So we did this thing together. So I'm going back to, that's where I want to be. I no longer want to have myself pulled in all these different directions because when you trying to do too much, it's like everything is watered down. And I'm like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm going right back to my home base, which is the community I created that you guys built. So if you want to be a part of that community, I'm telling you now, join it. It's a 12,000, almost 13,000 draping people that's aspiring to be a draping designer. But the whole point is we're interested in draping. So that is why you would join, right? Interested in draping, interested in the premium draping, interested in teaching draping. Anything that comes or have to deal with draping, join that group. Got any questions? Shay, I love you too, girl. Hello, lady, and happy belated birthday. Thank you, whoever that is. Please send me the link at work. You're at work and can't see it scrolling. Don't worry, Gwen, girl. The link is going out tomorrow. The link is going out tomorrow. I realize that you're right. Michelle, at the end of the day, it don't matter when you realize it, just as long as you realize. Precious is always right. Let me repeat that. At least I think so. At least I think so. So guys, I love you, love you, love you, love you. If you're not in the group, get in the group. I've fulfilled my obligation. I said I was going to run this podcast to the podcast through second quarter. Guys, we're going into quarter 3. I'm not sure. I might go ahead and do June. Should I do June, y'all? Cause I already got the topics already. Already got it. Should I do June? Y'all gotta tell me. If not, we're going to the group anyway. But should I be here next the Wednesdays in June? Is 4 of them. Yeah. So I already have my topics. If I see, you wanna know what? We're gonna make this interesting. Michelle, I knew you was gonna say that. If I see 4 more yeses. But y'all are in the group too, right? So it shouldn't matter. And the membership, guys, like everything that's happening in the membership is still going to happen. That's just going to make it so much easier for me to provide value to my true community and those that's actually in the membership and not spread myself thin. I knew Kim was going to say, Deborah, it don't count. You don't do that. Deborah, you can't go up there twice. You can. I'm going to get y'all. Wait, no, Deborah, your 2 don't count. I need one more. All right, we got Deborah, Gwen, Kim. Gwen, no, you did. Sandra, hey, girl. Hey, Sandra. All right, okay. All right. So we're going to, because I already got them. I wrote that content up already, so I'm going to go ahead and run those with every Wednesday in June. That way I fulfill my obligation for quarter 2. But quarter 3, guys, we're going back to the drawing board. We're going back to the community. We're going back to exclusive content only in the Facebook private community. So we're going to keep it the same time because I think this time kind of works for you guys. I'll be here on Wednesdays in June, but I'm also going to be in the group in June too, because I'm going to be really nurturing over there. So you'll see me over here in June, but again, get in the group. If you ain't got access to the group, join the challenge, because the challenge is happening June 5th through June 9th. Every night at 8 p.m. is going to be live. I'm trying to tell you, the only way you're going to get value out of this challenge is if you show up live. There is no replay. People that want replays, they don't do the work. They don't do the work. And I cannot hold people that watch the replay accountable. I need you to come on Monday, do what I tell you to do. Come on Tuesday, and I found out if you did it or not. That's how we gonna roll. All right. All right, guys. I love you, love you, love you. I gotta go. And until next time, I want you to believe that, and not even believe, I want you to know and understand that anything is possible. Again, I am Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy. And what I do, I make your draping look good. Bye, guys.